Hello everyone, today we're going to be looking at some Set 8 leaks. That's right, we're looking at some Set 8 leaks. Who knows if they're real? They look pretty real, but just know that there's that caveat there. So here we are. This looks like a combination of official reveals and some Brazilian and Chinese leaks. We always get Chinese leaks. Bless the Chinese. Love those guys because they give us all this stuff to talk about, which is amazing. So this is obviously the more sexy page, I think. This has all of the champions and their costs, their traits. Some of them even have their abilities written on here. That's pretty new. Normally we don't get that. Normally we have to do a lot of speculation, but we do have some abilities here. So we will be going through all of this, but I think it'd be prudent to go through the traits and synergies first. And I know it's not as sexy, it's not as fun, but I think this is much better to go through first to give us some more context whenever we're thinking about our characters and kind of conceptualize them a little bit more. So let's look. First thing we got is Underground or Submundo. I guess that's in Portuguese there. Okay, cool. We have Kayle, Ezreal, Vi, Sona, and Samira. Okay, looks like I don't know if this is separated from like traits and origins. It's hard for me to just mentally do that. So we'll just have to be guessing while we're going through. That's okay. When Underground is active, they begin a loot heist. Okay, hoarding items and gold at any point. You can take loot and run or keep going for better rewards. Every 7 stacks you can withdraw the reward or pass it on to the next improved 1 stack. Win equals 1 stack, lose equals 2 stacks. So it seems the beginning of at any point is at any point. So it's probably going to be at the beginning of your round. You probably can't do it during the round phase or during the battle phase. I wouldn't think so, but that's okay. It's neither here nor there. But it seems like you can every 7 stacks you can withdraw. So you can withdraw at any point that you want, pretty much, and it's better for you losing. So this is an econ trait. Very cool. This is a neat spin on econ trait because it adds the win-loss mechanic back in there, but making it to where the player has to actually have a decision point to withdraw, so you don't have to like full loss every single time. I really like that. Actually really like that. Makes more playstyle diversity with that, because like this is very reminiscent of like Fortune or Mercs. But when you play Fortune or Mercs, there's always one way to play it. There's like, you can play it like win streak style, like that's a style you can play, but the one true way to play it is lose streak. Like you need to lose as much as possible, lose and win out at a very specific round. So I like that is taken out of it, and it seems like it adds a lot more nuance into like a fun econ trait. So I like that. Okay, admin, Blitzcrank, Camille, Leblanc, and so Raka. So create your own trait, admin. Oh yeah, this one's really cool. So configurations, let's go ahead and scroll over. Okay, configurations varies for each player, each game, adding additional of each player, each game. Configuration varies for each player, each game. Surely we all get this. Okay, hold on. All right. Added additional effects, increasing overall effect potency at higher levels. So this is going to be kind of like a mutant style trait that rotates, if I'm reading this correctly. So frequency by low HP, by attack, by cast. Status, you can gain mana, AP. Okay, I'm just going to have to see this one in the game. This is like really... This is really weird to speculate on. I'll just have to see it in game if I'm being honest. It's just, this is too hard to speculate on, but it does seem very cool. Does seem very cool. Okay, we have Cho'Gath, Rammus. What is this one? Now we have Threat. It's just called Threat. That's pretty cool. Cho'Gath, Rammus, Vel'Koz, ALL, Bel'Veth, Zachary, Fiddlesticks, Urgot. You know, I'm kind of bummed that Rammus isn't a 5 cost. I feel like they're going to hold him out that long. He needs to be a 5 cost, but whatever. It's cool. I'm glad he's here. They're called threats for a reason. Field as many as you want, but these monsters won't gain any extra bonuses. They're powerful enough on their own. So they have no trait bonus. They're just supposed to be really OP. So it's kind of like their way of sneaking Colossus back in here without having the problem that Colossus has of it takes up 2 spots on your team. So this is really cool. This is really cool. I think this is really cool. This is really cool. Oh, and then you can do like a lot of these will get like hero augments and stuff. I've seen that with Zach and stuff. So I think this is very cool. Very neat spin on Colossus, which is like a cool mechanic, but also makes it to where you can't build compositions. Like it just takes out all fun from the game. But this is like the same amount of coolness, but doesn't take the fun out of the game. So I'm kind of cool with that. All right, Star Guardian. So an oldie but a goodie. Let's see if they changed it. Lux, Rell, Yuumi, Kai'Sa, Nilah, Echo, Taliyah, and Syndra. Here to save the day in magical student style. When Star Guardians would gain mana, they gain they gain even more as a bonus. Oh, okay, sorry. I was reading that as given. So it's they gain even more as a bonus. Is that what Star Guardians used to do? I mean, it's just been so long since I played Star Guardians. It was like a mana gain trait, right? But I don't know. This is cool. We'll see it. I'm just glad there's more AP traits. I'll be glad to see a lot more AP traits because I think there is a lot more AP in this set. Pretty sad there was like hardly any AP comps in set 7 and 7.5 unless you were playing a dragon, you know? I guess that's just what that set is. All right, Gadgeteen, Lulu, Poppy, Annie, Zoe, and Nunu. Every round, Gadgeteens generate a random modified weapon. These weapons are powerful, but not durable. Fall apart after 2 rounds of use. Okay, that just sounds really awesome. Not going to try to speculate on that. There's a lot going on there, right? Okay, we got Spellslinger, Lux, Annie, Leblanc, Sona, Taliyah. I've seen this with Leblanc in some videos and it seems pretty cool. Thriving in the heat of battle, Spellslingers gain additional ability power and empower their next attack after casting a spell, dealing a portion of their AP as magic damage with their auto attack. So I think it's really cool. It's kind of like Spell Sword. It's kind of like having Spell Sword, but on a trait. I think is very cool. So this is gonna be cool. I'll be excited to try it. All right, Heart, Lulu, Lee Sin, Yuumi, Sona. Oh, I love they have Lee Sin again. Soraka, Syndra. Lee Sin is just one of my favorite characters in the League verse. When Heart units cast their ability, all allies gain stacking ability power for the rest of combat. More Heart units mean more ability power. So this is like a support style trait, or you can like probably carry one of these, right? This is cool. Is Lee Sin gonna have a shielding ability? That'd be cool. All right, Hacker, Leblanc, Zoe, and Zed. Hackers summon a hacker that takes a unit into the enemy backline and makes them untargetable for the first few seconds of combat. You take them out back and just beat their ass. Is that what this is? Takes a unit into the enemy backline. It makes them untargetable. Okay, that'll be weird to play around. We'll see. This give me set 3 and set 4 vibes. Feels good, man. All right, Laser Corpse, Ashe, Renekton, Yasuo, Senna, Sejuani is back as a 4 cost. Zed as a 4 cost. Mordekaiser is a legendary unit. Wow, Laser Corps. Okay, all Laser Corps agents, these are gonna be like project skins, right? Are assigned a combat drone. When basic attacking or being hit by basic attack, the drone has a chance to deal magic damage to the agent's target. I love traits that let you deal passive damage. I actually do love those, so it'll be fun to try this out. Duelist is just Duelist Classico, right? Gangplank, Kayle, Fiora, Yasuo. Ooh, Yasuo as a 2 cost. Interesting. Nilah, Vayne. Oh, okay. I'm excited to see some Vayne. And Zed. They're back. Simple, deadly, and effective. Duelist basic attacks gain and bonus attack speed. I'm excited about Vayne as a duelist. We'll see how that checks out. Civilian, Galio, Sivir, Janna. Janna is a 5 cost though. Okay, I love Janna. They're just trying to do their job. When a civilian is alive, all allies are inspired to fight harder to protect them, passively gaining mana over time. They inspire their allies, gaining mana. Interesting. I would love if Janna was like a 2 cost and Sivir was the 5 cost. That would be more fun for me. I just have a sweet spot for Janna. All right, mascot, Galio, Nasus, Malphite, Yuumi, Alistar, and Nunu. Nunu is a 5 cost. Defeated mascot units retreat to the sidelines to cheer their team on. Granting allies increased health regen, fellow mascots earn an ever higher bonus. Wow. Okay, this one sounds pretty cool. We'll try it out. Okay, supers, Gangplank, Lee Sin, and Malphite. Supers like to relive their glory days, striking a pose at the start of combat to grant allies bonus damage. Every 3-star unit on the team boosts this bonus. Oh, and they're all 1, 2. Oh my god, this is just a reroll trait. Okay, this can either go really good or really bad. This can be like a really cool thing that is very fun for casual players and kind of leaks into high elo every now and then. Or this becomes a really toxic thing that is, it's either binary, super good or super bad, and just like you don't play this style. You only play it when it's good. You never play it when it's bad. So there's 2 routes this could have: a very fun, balanced, or it could just be very flip-floppy and be very lame for the game. But I'm excited about that to try, and I love reroll traits. Okay, Ox Force, Talon, Annie, Fiora, Alistar, Viego, Aphelios. Ox Force units are fierce defenders who gain attack speed as their health decreases and become briefly invulnerable the first time they would fall in combat. I need to read that again. Units are fierce defenders who gain attack speed as their health decreases. They gain attack speed as their health decreases. And Annie is on here. That's interesting. Aphelios is a 5 cost. Coming invulnerable. This is gonna be weird. All right, but I'm not gonna try to speculate too much. It's gonna be weird though. All right, Anima squad: Nasus, Sylas, Jinx, Vayne, Riven, and Misfortune. When Anima squad units get a kill, they pause to celebrate. Every time they get a kill, they pause to celebrate. Maybe it's not a takedown. It specifically says kill, which would make a lot more sense because if it was a takedown, your whole team would just be dancing every 5 seconds. It'd be so annoying. Building stacks of Fame. Fame boosts all Anima squad members AD and AP, plus your team's max health. This must not be permanent. This must be like each round, right? Okay, that'll be really interesting to play around. It didn't say permanent, but maybe it is permanent. We'll see. Okay, Mecha Prime. This is just Mecha, right? This is Mech. All right, Wukong, Draven, Jaximus, Set, and Leona. With Mecha Prime active, your designated Prime unit will fuse with the 2 closest other Mecha units, combining with their health and attack. So you get to choose which one is your mech. So it's not like the old mech where you combine three units and always makes Garen. You can basically combine the power of 3 units into one, but it'll be the one that you choose. And it seems like you can probably rotate that each round if you'd like. So you can make like a Giga Chad Draven in the backline pelting damage, or you can make like a massive Leona in the front, you know, doing her thing. This is gonna be really fun. Really fun. Recon, Ashe, Ezreal, Kaisa, and Vayne. These are Recon. Okay, I'm very interested about Vayne. Oh, and Kai'Sa's back too. I love Kaisa. Always on the hunt, Recon units gain additional range. After casting the spell, if there's an enemy in an adjacent hex, Recon units will dash away to safety. The important thing that I'm seeing here is Vayne gains additional range, has a dash if they are close to her, so she'll probably tumble. And she gains attack speed because she's a duelist. Okay, Vayne is going to be really cool. Vayne's going to be really cool. I also just love basic auto attacking champs. I love those. We'll see what her ability is. Probably is just her empower. It's probably her tumble, but she only tumbles when this is active. Okay, but let's see. Prankster, Jinx, Zoe, and Echo. Pranksters are exactly that. The first time they fall below half health, they swap places with a target dummy and restore a large amount of health. They're just like, it's just a prank. It is just a prank. And they get to jump out. All right, we'll see. Scarecrow, which is a unique trait for Fiddle. After the start of the game, it is dormant. Whenever the hero on the right is killed. What? Fiddlesticks absorbs their souls. Gain additional AP when all teammates are killed or when the health is less than 40%. Okay, so he just like stacks AP over time. Just at the start of the game is what threw me off. So it seems like at the start of the round, whenever the hero on the right is killed. Okay, that is some weird stuff being written into here. The Scarecrow will wake up and fight. Okay, that is just some confusing wording here, I think. But it seems like the Scarecrow comes alive and fights at a certain point in your battle. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll play the game eventually. All right, let's go over to champions. I think this is the much more sexier side. Let's look at all of them. We get to see their skins as well. I mean, it should be kind of obvious if you keep up with skins. But and one thing, I don't think this has all the traits, you know, looking back on this, because they only had one unique legendary trait, which sounds off to me. Usually there's like 2 or 3. So all right, here we have Nasus, Anima Squad, and Mascot. He has this Q ability, and I do believe there's a way to unlock stacking on his Q, because I do remember Mortdog saying that in the reveal. I think there's a hero augment that you can take to where he can actually stack his Q like in League. So you get that same fantasy. Galio, he's a civilian and mascot. He's got chicken skin. Poppy, Gadget and Defender. We don't know what they do yet. Being 1 cost, Poppy might just have her same ability she's always had, which should honestly be kind of lame. You know, I'd be happy if she had her like her thing where she punches the ground and deals some damage. Galio, I have no idea what he's gonna have. Maybe he'll have his like his tanky ability. We'll see. We'll see. All right, Ashe is a Laser Corp and Recon. So she has that little jump and she has that passive damage if I remember correctly. Q, which is Ashe from set 4, which is my favorite unit of all time, probably. That unit is amazing. So I love, as long as if they have the visual effect for Ashe, making her like, obviously she's not going to 1v9 because she's not Elderwood and all that stuff anymore, and she's not a 4 cost. But if they have that, like, just the visual cue of her just shooting off like crazy, then I'll be an Ashe 1 trick. You already know. All right, Lux, Star Guardian, and Spellslinger. She has her E this time. Okay. Sylas is Anima Squad and Renegade. I forget what Renegades do. It's his passive, so that's where he whips his chains around. So it'll basically be like his ability that he just had. He's basically a reprint into 1 cost. Okay, Blitzcrank, Admin, and Brawler. It's his passive. New Malphite tier 1. He's gonna have his shield. He's gonna have his mana shield then. Oh yeah, because they moved his passive to his ultimate now. I don't know. They've rechanged Blitzcrank. They've reworked Blitzcrank too many times. His passive too many times in League. It's hard to keep up. But yeah, so he'll gain his mana shield, it looks like. Okay, Renekton is Laser Corp and Brawler. I imagine he's probably gonna have his Q from League, his heal. I imagine that's probably what he'll have as a 1 cost. Kayle, Underground, and Duelist, Old E. I don't know, Old E. I don't know what that means by Old E. Isn't that where she like shoots her little... She gains like extra range and hits? I thought that's what it was. Okay, Gangplank, Supers, and Duelist. He gains his Q, which is his little pistol shot. Very cool. All right, Lulu is a Gadgeon and Heart. You know, she's probably just gonna have a support ability, probably give you a shield. I can't imagine at 1 cost she'll have her peeling ability. So she'll probably just give you a shield, or maybe she gives you Pixie. You get a little bit extra damage. Talon is an Ox Horse and Renegade. Gains a W and Q. It's a Rake. W is the Rake and then the Stab. So do his Rake and Stab, right? Isn't that what that is? All right, Malphite is a 2 cost. He's a Supers and a Mascot. I wonder what he'll get. I bet he'll either get his Slam. I bet he either gets his Slam or he gets his passive shield. I bet he gets his Slam. All right, Yuumi, and maybe he gets both actually as a 2 cost. Yuumi, Star Guardian, Mascot, and Heart. Gains her Q. Okay, so she's not a healing unit or a shielding unit or CC. So she doesn't do anything that she like is like actually specializes in League or in past sets of TFT. That's pretty cool. So she'll just deal a little bit of damage with a Prowling Projectile. We have Rell. Rell is a Star Guardian and Defender. It's her E. Rell tier 2 from set 0.5. Okay, so it's just like Rell from set 7.5. So the current set. Cool. Ezreal, Underground, and Recon. It's his W. Ezreal tier 3 from set 3. His W. I love his W. The little band and pop. It's very satisfying. Sorry, when I think about Ezreal, I think about Ezreal from like 9 years ago. I'm like, oh, he has this little thing where he gives people attack speed. You know, I played League for too long. Annie, Ox Horse, Gadgeon, Spellslinger, W plus shield. So she'll just have her shield, but she gains attack speed, which is weird. Like one of these gives her attack speed. That's why I thought it was weird. So it's just Annie from 3 and 4, right? Weren't they the same in both sets? Okay, Camille, Admin, and Renegade. She gains her W, which is her leg sweep, which is pretty cool. I love the leg sweep Camille, and adds a 2 cost. So I loved Camille at 1 cost when she had her leg sweep. I thought it was pretty cool. So she'll be even more powerful as a 2 cost, hopefully. All right, Lee Sin is Supers, Brawlers, and Heart. Based off of his traits, I think he'll have his shielding ability, which will be cool. He's never really had that, I don't think. So I would like to see that. I'd like to see that or his Slam. You know, I don't want to see the kick or the Q. Okay, Vi, Underground, Brawler, Aegis. Oh, W is her armor penetration, right? No, that's her passive, and W is the cone. So I believe that's the cone plus the armor penetration. So that's just like Vi from almost every set. All right, Fiora as a 2 cost. Interesting. Ox First Duelist. W. Fiora tier 1 from set 3. W. Is W her invulnerability? It's been so long since I played set 3. Her like invulnerability into stun. It's either that or it's her 2 hits. Her 2 hits that hit a lot of damage. I always get her W and E mixed up. Yasuo, Laser Corp and Duelist. He gains his Q. Very cool. I'm excited to see what they do with Yasuo as a 2 cost, because it seems like he's just set 4 Yasuo, but set 4 Yasuo was a 1 cost. Jinx, Anima Squad, and Prankster. E on attack. Jinx from set 4. Draven, Mech Prime, Ace. He gains his ultimate. It's his ultimate. It's his spinning axis. He throws them and then come back. His whirling death. Sivir is a civilian, and Surshot, you know, she's just gonna have her Q or her bouncing thing. I hope it's her Q. She's had her like bouncing attacks way too often. Vel'Koz is ultimate, very cool at a 3 cost, and they are threats. Remember, these are threat units. Cho'Gath is a threat. You know, Cho'Gath could have any of his abilities, honestly. I'm not going to try to speculate. Rammus, he has his ultimate, so it's a little dive bomb and then the ripples. Isn't that what he still does? Okay, Alistar, 3 cost, Ox Horse, Mascot, Aegis, Q plus passive. So it's the pulverize and then passive heals. So that'll be interesting. Okay, Riven, Anima Squad, Defender, Brawler, QWE, Riven's. Oh, it's just Riven from set 4. Okay, sick. It's Riven from set 4, but it has a 3 cost. So we'll see. It doesn't have her ultimate though. Because Riven from set 4, she did everything and had her ultimate. She was crazy. She did her whole kit. It was awesome. But it seems like she'll have everything but her ultimate. All right, Vayne. Okay, this is the one I'm most interested in. Isn't E her knockback? Isn't that what that is? I was about to say her penetrate, but and now I just said it. So her impale. She impales them, right? She impales them to the wall. I wonder if it'll have the stunning effect. But remember, as a recon, she'll tumble away. She'll dash away. Okay, Kaisa, Star Guardian, recon, E plus passive. Oh, so she gains her E is attack speed. So she gains her attack speed. I wonder if she'll go invisible. Probably not. And then she has her 5-hit passive. I'm going to be very excited to play this recon trait and play some Vayne Kaisa duo carry. That sounds really fun. Sona, underground spell slinger, Heart, alternates between 3 forms, Q damage, W healing, E stun, repeats. That sounds cool. All right, Leblanc. I saw Leblanc. She looked pretty cool. Q, new Rise tier 3 from set 7. It seems like she like gains stacks over time because I was watching. She looked like a machine gun. So we'll just see what it ends up looking like. Zoe, Gadgeteens, Hacker, Prankster. E, this is her Sleepy Trouble Bubble, right? Is E Sleepy Trouble Bubble? It's either Sleepy Trouble Bubble or her stealing of your summoner spell. So I think it's Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Nilah, Star Guardian, Duelist. She gains her ultimate. I have no idea where her ultimate is. Is that what she had last set? I have no idea. I've never played this character in League. I have no idea. I haven't played League since this character came out, for sure. Senna, Laser Corpse, Sure Shot. She gets her Q. Cool. Solid. Always good. Jaximus is Mech Prime, a brawler, and we don't know what he does yet, but I think it is a good chance that he does his little spin thing above his head, because that's just like, it's an awesome ability, honestly. I think there's a solid chance he does that, or maybe he gains like his defensive passive on his ultimate and like his auto attack passive. I think that's likely what he'll get, either of those two. Zed, Laser Corpse, Hacker, Duelist, ult after only E. So he'll E and then he'll ultimate, or he'll E and then they'll have the death mark and then I don't know. That was kind of confusing, but we'll see. Ult after only E. They'll probably just E. I don't know. We'll see. Taliyah, she has her ultimate, Star Guardian Spellslinger. I wonder how they apply the damage, but as I was watching it, it looked pretty cool. I just wonder how the damage is applied. If it's applied to everyone hit by it, or the first one hit by it, or it's like it falls off over time, and like or like the value you get from it is mainly CC and then it's damage on the front end. I don't know. We'll see. Being a 4 cost, it probably does deal damage equally, but it could have a damage fall off. That has happened before. Diego is Oxforce and Renegade, and this is the best news here, is that he has his ultimate and not some pants grab, not some weird pants grab thing. So he has his ultimate. Sejuani is Laser Corpse and Brawler, and we don't know what her trait is. We don't know what her ability is, but being a 4 cost, it's likely going to be her ultimate. If I'm being honest, it's just likely going to be her ultimate. Soraka, Admin, and Heart, when dealing damage with the skill, heals the target closest to the targeted one. So her heal can spread. So she'll get a big heal and it can spread. So I imagine it's her W, right? Echo is a Star Guardian, Prankster, and Aegis. He gets his E and his shield. So it's his dash and he gains his shield, right? Isn't that what it is? Yep. I played a lot of Echo. I used to be an Echo main for a minute. E and plus shield. So it's his dash and it's an empowered auto attack, like kind of like a spell sword. And then he'll gain his shield passive from his W. Samira, underground, sure shot, ace, passive, suppress in the air. I have no idea what she does. I have no idea what Samira does in League. I have no idea. Or suppress in the I have no reference point, but cool. I'm sure it'll be cool. Misfortune, MS Squad, ace for ultimate. So ulti Misfortune, like it's back. It's been a while since we had that iteration of Misfortune. As a 4 cost, we'll see how it goes. Probably just be a lot like it was in set 3 when she was a legendary unit, but just a little bit toned down. Set is Mech, Prime, and Defender. I'm just excited. I bet he either gets his ultimate or his super punch. Like, I mean, how could he get anything else? You know what I mean? But I am so excited to play some more Set. I love Set. You guys know me. Aurelian Soul, Threat, Meteor Rain. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. But I guess it's either, I probably think it's going to be his stars. I have no idea what this means. Zac, Threat, W plus ultimate. What's his W when he slaps people together? So he's gonna slap people together, and then what does he do now? Does he hop around now again? Dude, I don't know. With these characters that get reworked too much, I forget if I don't play League. Yeah, then he like hop around and deal a bunch of damage. I think that's what he does, right? Bel'Veth, Threat, her Q. I have no idea what Bel'Veth does, so that's not helpful to me, but cool. We're getting Bel'Veth, awesome. And Bel'Veth's a threat. I'm excited about these threat units. Nunu, Gadgeteen, Mascot. We don't know what Nunu ends up doing, but since it's a legendary, probably assume it's going to be Nunu's ultimate, or Nunu will have some like awesome passive with like eating people and stuff, like similar to Tom Kench or something. I think it's probably either of those. Syndra is a 5 cost, which is really interesting. Star Guardian, Heart. Is it saying W, new Thresh tier 5 from set 3? Is that what I'm reading right now? I know you guys can't see it, but is that what I'm reading right now? Because if you guys didn't play set 3, this was the coolest stuff. Basically what Thresh did is he would throw his lantern on the bench, and then bench units who you could like star up and put items on and everything, he would pull them in, and they would take the lantern, they'd come in, and you'd gain extra units on your board to help deal battle. Like, but you know, they had to gain their mana first. And so Syndra can do the same thing now, I guess. she'll pants grab an ally and throw them onto the board just to deal battle. It sounds so cool. Aphelios, Oxforce, Arsenal, Sure Shot. Oh, and you get to choose in between his weapons, right? You can choose Severum, Infernum, and Graviton. Not going to try to speculate too much on that. We're just going to have to see it in game. Seems awesome. Janna, Civilian, and Forecaster. We'll see what she ends up doing. It's probably going to be her ultimate, or maybe like how she was in set 3, where he throws out all the NATOs and you gain attack speed. So I imagine it's either going to be her ultimate or that. Leona is Mecha Prime, Renegade Aegis, and her ultimate. I have actually seen gameplay of this already. That's been pretty cool. It's just her ultimate. Very cool. Mordekaiser, Laser Corp Ace. Ult plus Q plus passive on E. Lock the nearest enemy and breaks everyone's MR. We're just going to see this in action, what this actually looks like in game. Dude, if they have some really cool like visuals and stuff, I'm going to be really excited about it. But they do. Okay, Scarecrow and Threat. Ult, W, and passive. Ult, we know what that is. That's where he jumps in and all the crows go around, deals a bunch of damage. W, I think, is a suck. I think it's a suck where he heals. And then passive, I have no idea what his passive does. They've changed Fiddle too many times for me. All right, Urgot is a threat. It's going to be W, which is his machine gun, plus who knows? So he's going to have some type of cool effect. You already know with Urgot. Anyways, guys, these are the leaks. The new set comes out very soon. It comes out on Tuesday on the PBE. Very cool. I thought we would just go through this today. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.